Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Hello Dave with aUEC Astronomy. First I need to make a quick correction. Last week I talked about update 3.14 for Star Citizen where I mentioned it would include server meshing. I got that messed up with iCache. So iCache and server meshing are two different things, where server meshing is the fact that you can have multiple servers hosting a single solar system, whereas iCache is a new item lookup method they're going to use, allowing them to have items be more persistent. So if you lose connection to the game in the middle of a session, you can come back and your ship is not necessarily going to be reset, or you have to reclaim it and thereby lose cargo and those kind of things. So it's going to be a little bit more persistence that you're going to be able to put into the universe, whereas server meshing is more going to be for the overall performance and scalability of solar systems. In terms of news, Elite has been a very quiet place this week. There hasn't really been a lot of new information coming out, but it doesn't mean it's not a bit boring. Frontier posted a post over on the forum where they wanted to address some harassment issues that they're feeling they have from members of the community. Now, we don't know the nature of what exactly has been going on here, but if there are people in the community that are outright harassing them by either peeing them with personal threats, personal attacks, those kind of things, that just does not belong here. This is a computer game, and people should begin to treat it as such. This is not something that's trying to take your livelihood away from you. It's a computer game. The reason why it sparked a lot of debate in the community was because some people felt that Frontier were going to use this as a cover to begin to silence critique. Now, personally, I don't hope or think that's going to be the case. I mean, I would highly recommend everybody to keep giving feedback, keep giving critique, keep giving criticism where you feel it is necessary, but keep the personal attacks and keep the harassments away, because this doesn't help anyone. I mean, the community managers are human beings, and they're just doing a job here. They're trying to relay whatever information they get, and taking the hate out on them is just, I mean, this just doesn't belong here. As I said, keep giving feedback, keep giving critique, and keep letting Frontier know both when they do something good, but also when they do something that you do not approve of, because that's the only way we're going to get a hopefully good game out of Odyssey at some point in the future. But now that we are talking about critique and feedback, there's actually one thing I wanted to mention this week that was showcased in the Tuesday Super Cruise News livestream. This is a small thing, but I still wanted to highlight it as I think it could be a stepping stone towards something good. They showcased a new community calendar that they're planning to implement on the website. And the plan is to have community members can go in, they can submit an event. That could be an exploration trip, it could be a mining event, it could be whatever you want, combat, whatever. You can post it there with information about where people can go if they wanted to take part and all those kind of stuff. And it will then, of course, be vetted and be approved before it will then eventually be put into the calendar, and then everybody can go in there and they can see it. First of all, I think this is a wonderful initiative. It's a small thing, but it helps promote all the different activities that can otherwise get drowned in all the other stuff. They were very specific about that this is something that the web development team is working on, not the guys working on Odyssey. Those are two separate teams, different people. So making stuff like this is not something that's going to slow down the development and the preparation for the Odyssey console launch. This is completely separate teams. Now, the reason why I decided to highlight this is because what Frontier did on the Tuesday livestream was they showed what they wanted it to look like, and they put big work in progress stickers all over it. And I think that's wonderful. This is exactly some of the things that I've been mentioning the last couple of weeks in Hello Dave, and what I've given my feedback is this is the kind of stuff we need. I know community calendar is a small thing, but it's a step in the right direction. We need to see more of these kind of things where we just see work in progress. Let us see what you're working on. What is the next thing you're working on? Is it a new weapon, new SRVs? Cover the whole thing in work in progress labels, and then show us what you got. Show us what is coming for Odyssey, because at this point in time, we still don't know. So I hope that this is going to be a stepping stone to see more of this kind of content where they are not afraid to show us early in development stuff, rather than just show us the quote-unquote finished product at a launch date. Over in Star Citizen, we just have the 3.14 update going into first wave PTU testing. I live streamed it on Saturday, and we took a look at the new Orison landing zone. We flew up into the clouds of the gas giant Crusader and took a look at the upper layers of the cloud there. Try to see the entry effects, all that kind of stuff. It was really, really good. It looked really good even for a first wave PTU. Surprisingly stable. I only fell through the floor once. So overall, I think it's pretty good. It definitely was a little rough around the edges. Some of the cloud tech, the new volumetric clouds that they've been adding. It is something they are aware of. They has announced it. I said that, yeah, that is a bug. That's something they're looking to fix. So hopefully they'll get that smoothed out. Especially if you begin to zoom in, you will note that the clouds are still a little... It's not really pixelated. It's more like there's like holes in them, small tiny holes in them where they're not being rendered or something. I don't know what's causing this, but it looks a little weird. And they said they are aware of it, so it's going to get fixed. But what they have right now looks really good. I'm really looking forward to this getting added into the live server. Now, there was some debate regarding the idea of having a cloud city in the upper layers of an atmosphere, and how could you have a breathable atmosphere since we can walk around there with our space helmets on out in the open. And there was some discussion of that back and forth. Personally, when you think about the sci-fi-ness of the Star Citizen universe, I mean, most of the planets, I think, in Stanton are already terraformed and sold off to other companies. It seems the lore is that planets are basically, there's these huge companies, they come, they find a planet, they terraform it, once it's been terraformed, they sell it off to a company, which is also why a lot of the planets in the Stanton system is named after companies like ArcCorp or Microtech. So from that perspective, I get it's not too far-fetched that someone would have come by and terraformed a gas giant for the purpose of sci-fi. I can accept that. Quickly, I just want to mention the live stream tomorrow. I have two different things I'm considering. I'm going to try to put a little poll up the more info icon, if that feature is still available, can't remember. If it's not, I'll put it over on my community tab. So go to the little, go to my channel name below, go to the community tab, and you will see a poll there where I'm going to be asking what you would like to see in the stream tomorrow. Now, I have two options, and the reason why I have two options is because one of them is to, of course, play Elite. We're going to play Odyssey. But the point I've reached right now is I need to do some hard grinding because I need a ton of materials. So that means if I'm going to go and play Odyssey tomorrow, it's going to be a hard grind. It's going to be going in, just farming the same settlement over and over and over again to collect as many materials as possible, as quickly as possible. That could be plan number one. Plan number two is something I've been wanting to do for a while, which is to create a new live stream intro for the Star Citizen streams. I'm still using the, if you come early to my live streams or you watch some of the VOD, you will know that I have this pre-stream where I have some music playing and there's different clips from Elite. And I want to have one where there's just clips for Star Citizen, so I can use one or the other dependent on what game I'm playing. That means I need to go out, we need to record some B-roll, and I thought it could be fun to do that on a live stream, so you guys can kind of give feedback and come up with good ideas and cool places you can go and shoot some B-roll for that. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get to the actual editing part of it, but at the very least we can begin to talk about what kind of shots we need, because again, it's going to need 5 minutes of B-roll, which is quite a lot. But anyway, if it's not in the more info icon, then head over to the community tab and you're going to be able to find the poll there, and then we'll see tomorrow what popular demand has asked for. But that's good for this week. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys in space.